I guess I should just start by saying that I never thought I would have to make a video like this before, and it's really weird and scary and something that I would not want anyone to ever have to make a video on, or something that I don't necessarily want to do, but I do feel like I have to do it. I don't know. I don't have to do anything really, and I do want to make this because it's for myself. I guess I also owe, not an apology, but just I guess an explanation as to why I've been absent on YouTube and Instagram recently. I posted a few things on my story, but yeah. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of an update of my life. Kieran's my boyfriend, Kieran and I went on a second road trip. We went on one road trip a few weeks ago to California, like all around California, and then we recently went on another road trip through Arizona, Colorado, and Utah. So we did a lot of the national parks and took a lot of cool pictures, and I was actually vlogging up until a specific point when I stopped filming. So when we were in Utah on our way to Colorado to stay with my brother, one of my brothers lives in Colorado with his wife and he has a baby, and Kieran and I were doing a big road trip and we were staying with them for a week. So the day that I was going to get to Colorado, my dad called me and told me that my other brother, my oldest brother, had died. And it was, I don't know, I guess if you've never had like a family member who is like a sibling or a parent or something die, then I don't really know how to explain the feeling, but yeah, it was just not good. So I'm sorry, I don't really know how to talk about this. Obviously, I don't really have, my words are like not, it's hard for me to talk about things like this. I mean, I've literally only told like 2 of my friends. But then again, I don't have that many friends, so that's also another reason as to why I've only told 2 people. And yeah, that's another reason why I've been putting off making a video like this. I've been putting off posting anything on Instagram regarding this because, for one, you know, when you do that, it's sort of like accepting that it's happened, and then another is, it's hard to talk about for some people. Everyone copes differently. But this happened on August 16th, so I think that might have been 2-3 weeks ago. And I'm not gonna like go into details about how it happened or why or whatever, but I guess it wasn't 100% out of the blue or unexpected, but that doesn't make it any less sad and hard. So the first week I was just like, I was with my other brother, so my parents were here and they were, you know, in the midst of it all, and they told me to continue on with my road trip. They wanted me to be with my other brother because he lives all the way out in Colorado just with his wife, so they wanted me to be out there with him so that my parents could be together with each other and I would be with my brother so we could be together. So yeah, I was with my brother, and it was like we were going on hikes and stuff, so it was a little bit easy to not forget about it at all because I literally thought about it like every second of the day. But it was easier to sort of, it was like I was further from where that had happened, so it was a little bit easier to distance myself from it. And I guess, yeah, have some distractions. But we came back from our road trip like maybe less than a week ago, I think, maybe a week ago. And like since being back, you know, my mom's going through old pictures of my brother, and it's just like, it's been a little bit hard. I'm really glad that I'm back with my parents. But yeah, the first week, I think that's why I kind of waited a while to make this video as well, because if I had made this even a week ago, I would just be a horrible mess, and that would just, not that I don't want you guys to see that, but it's just, it's easier for me to talk about it now, obviously, because time has passed, and I just feel like I don't deal with death very well. It's just hard for me, I guess. But I mean, it's hard for everybody. Death isn't an easy thing to cope with. But yeah, so that happened, and like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but I do want this video to still have somewhat of an educational or, you know, moral of the story. I don't know, something that you guys can take away from this. And I think that is very simple, and you know, when something like this happens, a big tragedy or something really shocking in your life or hard in your life, you realize that a lot of other things in your life don't actually matter as much as you thought they did, and you realize other things matter a lot more than you thought they did. And so I guess this, the message that I do want to send to you guys is to just really, really appreciate the people you have in your life, and don't be afraid to tell them how you feel about them, and tell them that you love them if you love them, and that you appreciate them if you appreciate them, and thank them for what they've done for you. You know, your parents or even your siblings. Maybe you argue with your siblings a lot, or you argue with your parents a lot, but at the end of the day, those things are so insignificant. I mean, obviously, there are some relationships that are kind of you know what I mean? But the people that you love, remind them that you love them, and don't take any moment that you have with them for granted, because obviously, you know, one day if something like that, like what's happened to me, happens to you, you will look back and think, wow, I should have spent more time with that person or talked to them more. And the feeling of regret is not a good feeling, and you don't want that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is where I've been. I've been with my family, and I've been crying a lot and sad and distant, and but I do want to say that my brother, actually, his name was Jake. I should say his name. You guys should know. His name was Jake. And I can like put pictures on here. He was literally like a genius. Like, not even joking, he was an actual genius. He like built computers from scratch when he was like 11 years old. He started a business when he was 11. He was just like a superhuman, honestly. We disagreed in a lot of ways. Like, we argued about veganism and stupid things like that. Not that veganism is stupid, obviously, but you know, we had a lot of disagreements, I guess politically and socially or whatever. Both of us are very opinionated, and we were very opposite opinions, but you know, that doesn't matter. You know, all those things are very superficial in the long run. But yeah, he was like insanely smart and intelligent. He could literally sit down at a piano, have never read music in his entire life, never touched a piano, and could just compose like a whole song that was like insane. Like, not just like Mary Had a Little Lamb, I'm talking like an insane song that it would take an actual pianist to learn in like at least a week, you know? And here I was like taking piano lessons, and I was like, could barely even use both my hands at the same time. And he was like that with like every instrument he touched. He could play it like he practiced it his whole life. I mean, yeah, like with computers, he built a transmission system for a race car, like from scratch, like a computerized transmission system for a race car that actually raced, and it worked. And yeah, he did a lot of other things. He was 10 years older than me, so we weren't close. Obviously, we weren't close in age, and we weren't close growing up, because when he was in high school, I was like still like a toddler, basically. or like a child, a kid. So yeah, but as we got older, we really liked a lot of things, and we're very similar in the fact that we're very stubborn and opinionated, and we do things our own way. He bought a house when he was like 26. He had his own business and did everything he wanted to do and accomplished so much in such a short amount of time. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to share some things about him so you guys knew how amazing of a person he was, and everyone says that about him, like he was a genius. And he was 30 when he passed away. And I'm 20, so yeah, he's 10 years older than me. Also, he actually really thought that me having a YouTube channel was really cool because he was like a big business guy and really believed in doing, you know, kind of forging your own path and not really going to school and kind of like doing your own thing. So he thought that, I remember him telling me he thought that my YouTube channel was really cool and he really believed in it, believed in me and the things that I was doing, and believed that I would be successful from it. So I do feel like me taking a break from YouTube, he would probably be kind of like, you know, not very happy to see that I have been neglecting my YouTube channel and neglecting you guys. So I'm honoring him as well by making this video to continue on with YouTube and get back into it. I'm surprised that I did this whole video without crying, actually. I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, so this video has been hard to make and hard to talk, and I feel like kind of out of words at this point. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching this video and for understanding, because I know that you understand, obviously, why I have been gone. And yeah, so I'm excited to continue on making videos. And just remember to tell people you love that you love them, and spend time with people, and never take a moment on this planet for granted, ever. Because we are all so lucky to be here and be able to breathe and exist and live on this planet together. So I'm glad that I'm on this planet together with you all at the same time. It's quite a miracle in itself. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it will not be as somber as this one, and I appreciate you all and I love you all. Bye.